iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV here on this Thursday evening. Tonight, it is round number 4 of the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. Tonight, we come to you from New Richmond in Wisconsin for Cedar Lake Speedway to back up a wonderful night last night with the 360 Wing Sprint Cars. And good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set. We are in the middle of qualifying. We are less than a minute away from qualifying getting wrapped up. And well, so far tonight is round number 4. In the opening 3 weeks of the season, much to like what we've seen in the sprint cars, we've had 4 different winners now in the sprint cars. Can we make it 4 different winners? Just to recap so far, your feature race winners. Round number 1, Jacob Lassiter picked up the winner at the Eldora Speedway. Lernerville Speedway, Brandon Marlowe picked up the victory. And then last week, Jonathan Wiley got the win at the Port Royal Speedway. We'll take a look at your point standings coming into this one very quickly. Jonathan Wiley leads, Josh Whiteman, Matt Taylor, that's your top 3. Matthew Crokey, Cody Sanderson, your top 5. Jacob Lassiter, Cameron King, Daniel Brady, Jared Cooner, and Ty Dickinson. That is your top 5 when it comes to the top 10, I should say, when it comes to the point standings here. But I tell you what, looking forward to seeing how this is all going to unfold. We've had 24 drivers sign into the pit area for tonight. And it's about time we go heat racing action here from the Cedar Lake Speedway. Round number 4 of the Down and Dirty Outlaw Speed Ranch Pro Late Model Series. Tonight, lining up on the pole position, it's going to be the 73 car of River Burke. And to the outside of the front row, Tyson Banks lines up at a position number 2. We go back to your third starter in position number 3 in car number 51. That'll be Jacob Lassiter. Rolling off from position number 4, the 518 car of Joseph Grady. Matthew Crokey rolls off the 2 machine from position number 5, and Cody Sanderson, lines up the Sandman Speed number 14 machine. He'll start from position number 6. Then we go back to Trace Olsen in car number 1. He'll start from position number 7, and rolling off at a position number 8 to be car 58 of Nicholas Schell. First of 3 heat races here on the program. here tonight. Well, just a little bit of the format, how it's all going to work is, well, it's real simple. The inversion was 4, so that meant that Joseph Grandy went quick time here this evening. It was a 13.405. Daniel Brady, Brandon Marlowe, Jacob Lassiter, and Landon Price. That was your top 5. Blaine Brink, Tyson Banks, Dylan Murray, Matt Taylor, and River Burke for the top 10 drivers. And you'll see River Burke leading this field through turn number 1 and 2. Right now, the safety car will be off the raceway, and we'll get ready to go racing here tonight from the Cedar Lake Speedway. It is about to go down for round number 4. As they work down into turn number 3, about to come off corner number 4, and the green flag is going to fly here at the Cedar Lake Speedway in the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch is underway. Grandy tried the inside on Jacob Lassiter in car number 51, got a little bit crossed up there, but River Burke is going to lead lap number 1, watching Tyson Banks in the 747 machine. He'll work it on the top side through 1 and 2. He'll follow your race leader down the back straight away. Lassiter, your feature winner from round number 1 at the Eldora Speedway. Finding himself in that 51k position, number 3, the Hot Lap Heroes, number 51 car. The Inferno Motorsports, number 518 machine of Joseph Grady still sits back there in position number 4. And it's all important. The top 5 will go through to the main event. There's 24 cars all battling for 22 positions in tonight's main event. Meanwhile, Jacob Lassiter, new race leader at the midway point of the back straightaway. River Burke with a run off turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Lassiter and Burke. We're going to give that one to River Burke by 16 one-thousandths of a second. Burke again back to the top shelf. Lassiter with a slide job. 3 wide off for turn number 4. And Jacob Lassiter is going to lead lap number 5 with just 3 circuits remaining here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Burke has got Banks to the inside as they work down the back straightaway. Banks is going to try and follow the line that your race leader of Jacob Lassiter is doing. But it's all about who will start on pole of tonight's 30-lap main event. Grandy again making it 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 2 to the bottom side of the raceway. Nearly 3 wide in the middle of 3 and 4. We go one more time. Grandy just lacking a bit of exit speed on the bottom side off turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go for your race leader of Jacob Lassiter. River Burke, Tyson Banks down into 3 and 4. We go. Checkered flag is out. Grandy's there as well. 3 wide down the front straight away. Jacob Lassiter will win heat race number 1. We'll take a look at your results coming up on screen. Here they are. Jacob Lassiter can confirm he will get the win in heat race number 1. River Burke home in 2nd over Tyson Banks in 3rd. Joseph Grady 4th. Cody Sanderson makes up your top 5. Those 5 drivers locking directly into the show. Trace Olson will start on pole of the B main, along with Matthew Croakey, Nicholas Shell. Those drivers going to your B main as well. As now we get set for what is heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your lineup. Rolling off the 67 machine from position number 1, that'll be Ty Dickinson to the outside. The 3 car of Dylan Murray from position number 2. Your second row inside and outside, Landon Price in car number 27. He'll start position number 3. Daniel Brady, second quickest here this evening. He'll roll off the 96 machine from position number 4. Grant Vicker in the 44V will roll off out of the 5th starting spot. Christopher Moret lines up the 57 machine from position number 6. Josh Whiteman will tail end of the field there in the 24 car from position number 7, along with Terrell Wheeler in car number 43W from position number 8. So heat race number 2. 3 heat races on the program. Looking forward to this one. We just seen Jacob Lassiter go from 3rd to the to a win in heat race number 1. Can the man starting 3rd, can Landon Price get it done here this evening? Let's wait and find out. Heat race number 2 is upon us. Dylan Murray, some issues there on that start on the outside of the front row, but it's going to be Ty Dickinson leading the way. Look at Landon Price in the 27 car trying to make it 3 wide as here comes Murray to the outside. Murray, Price, and Dickinson. That was the way they finished at the start-finish line. Price had Dickinson by 9 one-thousandths of a second. So working to 3 and 4. Landon Price again looking to do exactly what Jacob Lassiter did in heat race number 1, and that was go from 3rd to 1st. He's almost got it, but Dylan Murray again still working back to the outside. He'll send it 3/4 of the way up the racetrack through 3 and 4. It's going to be Dylan Murray holding on. And you go back to Landon Price in second in that 27 car. Bryce Dickinson in the 67 in position number 3. Daniel Brady second quickest here after qualifying. Finds himself in position number 4. And rounding up the top 5 in that final transfer spot directly into the 30-lap main event is the 44V car of Grant Vickery. Go back to Josh Whiteman, Terrell Wheeler and Christopher Morant. That's the 3 drivers sitting in positions number 6, 7 and 8 right now that are going to the consolation race. Your B main. Murray continues to lead the way, but Price is coming thick and fast. And, well, what kind of price is Dylan Murray going to pay? It might be just the price of Landon Price. Price goes to the top of the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. You've got a lap and a half to run here in heat race number 2. But the man that started outside the front row, Dylan Murray in car number 3, has got it so far. White flag is out. One final time around the Cedar Lake Speedway for these drivers in heat race number 2. Where 5 of them will go through to the main event. The other 3 is going to go to the consolation race. Price to the inside on Murray, but it's going to be Dylan Murray. Dylan Murray will win heat race number 2. Boy, I got to say, the opening heat races of the night, they have been fantastic. Heat number 2 results bringing up on screen. Dylan Murray gets the win over Landon Price. Ty Dickinson, your top 3. Daniel Brady, Grant Vickery. That's your top 5. And again, top 5 locking into the main event. Josh Whiteman, Terrell Wheeler, Christopher Morant. Off to the B main they go. Heat number 3 going to line up this way. Cameron King in car number 92. He'll start from position number 1. From position number 2, driving car number 15. That is Matt Taylor. We go back to your second row, inside and outside. Blaine Brink lines up the 21 machine from position number 3. And a feature winner already this season from the Lernerville Speedway, Brandon Marlowe, will roll off out of position number 4. We go back to position number 5. He was last week's feature winner from the Port Royal Speedway. Jonathan Wiley rolls off out of position number 5. Tyler Radamo in car number 51 will start from position number 6. Then we go back to the final 2 positions. Jared Kuno lines up the 22 machine from position number 7. And Skylar Pruitt rolls off the 96 machine from position number 8. If I'm not mistaken, if I bring the points up, Jared Kuno, he's inside the top 10. Wiley in this one, Taylor in this one, King in this one. So 3 drivers inside the top 10 in the point standings are in heat race number 3. We've seen the winner of heat race number 1 come from the third row of the third spot. Heat race number 2 winner come from the second spot. Will we see the winner of heat race number 3 come from the pole position? And that happens to be Cameron King as he leads him down the back straight away. Couple of feature winners in Brandon Marlowe and Jonathan Wiley working back there in positions number 4 and 5. That's the 21 car Blaine Brink to the inside of Matt Taylor into 1 and 2. But Taylor's got the run on the outside. Here comes the 37 car Brandon Marlowe. Marlowe and Brink just coming together. Wiley right there with him. Look at Tyler Radamo in the 51 car. Just roll the inside of the raceway. Pick up a couple of positions. Brink into the side of Marlowe. Brink now. Here comes Wiley. Wiley and Brink come together. Brink goes around. Kuno now to the inside on Wiley, but Wiley trying to fight back. Skylar Pruitt in the 96 car's got the 5th and final transfer position at the moment. And while we're seeing heat race number 1 start from position number 3, get the win. Heat race number 2 winner started 2nd, and heat race number 3 winner, well, in 4 laps, it might just be the man that started on pole. So the sequence going from 3, 2, 1 in heat race 1, 2, and 3. No doubt Brandon Marlowe going to want to spoil the party here as Marlowe throws a slide job there on Matt Taylor and completes the pass. Oh boy, King into the wall. Marlowe now going to look for the race lead after starting position number 4. And Brandon Marlowe, here comes Tyler Radamo, Skylar Pruitt. Look at your top 5 on screen. They're broken away from Jonathan Wiley and Jared Kuno. Blaine Brink back to the pits. We'll see Brink back in a B main. And at this stage, we're going to see Jared Kuno and Jonathan Wiley also contending in a B main as the white flag about to fly nearly 3 wide off turn number 4. Radamo on the inside of King now make it on the inside of Taylor in car number 15. Here comes Pruitt down through the middle of the race where they work down the back straight away. Brandon Marlowe down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. The top 5, they all play nice. They all lean, don't even need to lean on each other. They all keep it nice and steady, and just like that, your top 5 are going to the show. Heat race number 3 done and dusted. Braden Marlowe gets the win. Cameron King second. Matt Taylor third. Tyler Radabo fourth. Skylar Pruitt your top five. And look at that, less than 1 second separated your top five. For Jonathan Wiley, Jared Curnow and Blaine Brink, well, we're going to see those drivers very shortly here in a B main. And that B main is going to start right now. It'll be 10 laps in distance. Top 7 out of this 9-car field is going to go through. Let's take a look at your lineup for B main action. Trace Olsen lines up the one machine from position number 1. From position number 2 in car number 24, that is Josh Whiteman. We go back to the third starting spot in car number 1. That'll be Jonathan Wiley. He'll start from position number 3. Matthew Crokey lines up the 2 machine from position number 4. Your fifth starter in car number 43. That'll be Terrell Wheeler from position number 6. Car number 22 of Jared Cuno. Your second last row, inside and outside the 58 of Nicholas Shell, will start position number 7. Christopher Moret lines up the 57 machine from position number 8. And going back to the 9th and final starter in car number 21, all at the back by himself, it is car number 21 of Blaine Brink. Will start from position number 9. So just like what we said just a moment ago, 9 cars, 10 laps. Top 7 will go through to the main event. For the 2 cars to miss out, unfortunately, their 4th round of the Cedar Lake Speedway Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Model Championship will be done. And after tonight, halfway home in the series, we'll still have a month of racing to come. Lincoln Speedway round number 5 next week. The dirt track at Charlotte in 2 weeks' time for round 6. Round 7, Lucas Oil Speedway for round 7. And then round number 8 at the Knoxville Raceway. Here we go. Green flag is out and we are underway in your B main to find out which 7 drivers are going to continue on with the journey into tonight's 30-lap main event. Jonathan Wiley and Josh Whiteman. They go at it side by side. Whiteman on the bottom, Wiley on the top side. Remember, Wiley picked up the win last week at Port Royal. And you go back to the sprint cars in round number 1 at Eldura. Josh Whiteman picked up the victory. So these drivers know how to get the job done. Trace Olsen was phenomenal last week, I want to say, with a runner-up finish. Now again, it's going to be the battle of the ones down into turn number 1 and 2. Give it to Jonathan Wiley. Trace Olsen turns it back underneath. Now Trace Olsen, it's his turn to throw the slider there on Jonathan Wiley. Keep an eye on the 24 car of Josh Whiteman as your top 3. They're broken away from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Is it still going to be Trace Olsen, Jonathan Wiley and Josh Whiteman? Crokey, then you go back to Wheeler in 4th and 5th position. Jared Cuno in 6th. And the 7th and final transfer position is up for grabs. The 21 car Blaine Brink battling alongside Nicholas Shell. One of these 2 drivers at the moment, as long as there's no changes in front of those cars for the first 6 position, one of these cars at the moment will go through. The other one is going to be sent packing unless they both come together. Brink in the 21 car working to the top side of the racetrack. Shell works right through the middle of the speedway. We're 6 down now with 4 laps left to run. Change for the race lead. Wiley around the outside of Trace Olsen. Give it to Trace. No, in fact, it's going to be a dead heat between Trace Olsen and Jonathan Wiley. Slider there from Wiley on Olsen. Olsen will turn it back underneath him at the line. This time we're going to give it to Trace Olsen by what is going to be 18 one-thousandths of a second. And now Olsen again with a slider on Wiley again. Wiley one more time will return the favour. This is the start position number 16 in tonight's main event. Wiley to the top he goes. Olsen with a slider on Wiley. Wiley turns it back down the racetrack, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Final time, who's it going to be? The battle of the ones. Who will take out position number 1? Wiley and Olsen. Olsen to the inside. Jonathan Wiley going to win. What a race in B main competition. B main competition. Oh, that's your points. We don't need that. B main competition. Let's take a look at your top 7 drivers to go through. Jonathan Wiley gets the win by 87 one-thousandths of a second over Trace Olsen in 2nd spot. Then you go back to Josh Whiteman, 3rd. Matthew Crokey in 4th. 12 Real rounds out your top 5. Nicholas Shell, Blaine Brink home in 6th and 7th position. Those 2 drivers will find themselves in a transfer spot. Unfortunately for Jared Cuno and Christopher Moore, those are the 2 drivers, unfortunately, that will be sent packing after this B main. And the B main is complete. We do have a warm-up session slated upon us right now. So While these drivers have 5 minutes, it's almost going to be 4 minutes by the time I stop talking, by the time we throw into commercial break. We'll come back on the other side of this quick commercial break. In fact, we're going to play the iRacing Top 10 highlights from January in 2024. We'll be back on the other side of this. We're only probably going to play half of it because it's a 10-minute video and we've only got 4 minutes to spare. Stick around. A main event time on the other side of this. Alright, we welcome you back to Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. Round number 4 here tonight from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call, and we'll also be doing double duty. We'll be in the race control booth, so should we see the caution flag come out, we will throw it to a yellow. We are probably more than likely going to just leave the screen up on, but we will have a look at a different screen just to determine the race, or who is at fault, who will be sent to the tail end of the field, and then of course we will come back to you with live coverage. Again, we are not going anywhere, so stick around. You'll see, more than likely, you'll see race control calls. Should we see a yellow flag, and then of course you will see the entire broadcast. But here is your feature race lineup for the 22 drivers to take to the racetrack. Starting on pole in car number 51, that'll be Jacob Lassiter. To the outside of the front row, car number 3, Dylan Murray from position number 2. From position number 3, we car number 37 of Brandon Marlowe. From 4, car 73 of River Burke. Your fifth starter in car number 27, that is Landon Price, to the outside from 6, car number 92 of Cameron King. Position number 7 in car number 747 is Tyson Banks. For 8 in car 67, that is Ty Dickinson. From position number 9 in car number 15, that's Matt Taylor. From 10 to 518 of Joseph Grandy. From position number 11, car number 96 of Daniel Brady. From 12 to 51 of Tyler Radabo. From 13, car number 14 of Cody Sanderson. From 14 to 44V of Grant Vickery. From position number 15, the 96 of Skylar Pruitt. From 16, your B-main winner and last week's feature race winner of Jonathan Wiley. From 17, the 1 car of Trace Olsen. From 18, the 24 of Josh Whiteman. Then we go back to position number 19, the 2 of Matthew Crokey, the 43W of Terrell Wheeler from position number 20. Then we look at the final row, position number 21 and 22. From 21 to 58 of Nicholas Shell. From position number 22, car number 21 of Blaine Brink. So the field is set. The lights are out on the racing.com pace truck. We are ready for a start. We thank everyone for their support here on Ultimate TV, watching the Down and Dirty Outlaw Speed Ranch Pro Late Model Series live across the social media pages. Who will take out round number 4? Will we see a new victor emerge, or will we see the likes of Lassiter, Marlowe or Wiley come back to victory lane? Here we go, and the green flag is out. Jacob Lassiter, Dylan Murray down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Lassiter with the advantage now. Brandon Marlowe moving into the runner-up position. Then you go back to Murray on the outside. River Burke also work on the outside, the 27 car. Oh, we're yellow. Ty Dickinson involved in this one. We'll take a look here in a moment. In fact, you guys won't be able to see this because I am... oh, it almost looks like he just got spooked there. Comes down. Yeah, just puts himself into the wall, so that will go on the 67 car. So bear with me. Let's just put that up there. All right. After review of the course, the 67 car gets a little spooked on the exit of turn number 2. And the 67 car will be ruled at fault for that one. So we'll move him to the end of the line. There we go. We'll bring it back up. Bring that back up. And you are good to go. So we're just going to leave it. We'll leave it as 2 to green. We're not going to take away the laps. So I believe they're in fact just... they've just extended it by 1 lap. So... bear with them for a moment. So I still see Ty Dickinson's car actually probably not where it needs to be when it comes to this, because he's not in the right pit area, which is a little difficult. So Dickinson will in fact have to go back and get a... probably put that on max frame rate actually, because we don't really need that. Alright, here we are back underway. Main event time is underway with Jacob Lassiter, Dylan Murray now making in fact Brandon Marlowe. So work down the back straight away. Marlowe works the inside. Murray gets into the concrete wall, comes down the racetrack as River Burke and Cameron King move on by to positions number 3 and 4. Landon Price showed some good speed in that in his earlier heat race. So the 27 car just sitting there, got to be patient just a little moment. He's got Tyson Banks behind him, but now to the right, here goes Dylan Murray. He gets on by Murray. Grandy coming after Banks now down into 3 and 4. What a battle you've got right now for position number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Matt Taylor there as well in the 15 car. Oh, look out, the 747 car. Tyson Banks going to bring on the caution. 747 car of Tyson Banks was the initial reason for the caution. So not quite clear for Tyson Banks. Let's add some laps because this is going to take a little bit to dissect. There is 2 incidences here to have a look at. So first off, okay, let's just put this back up there for a minute. Alright, so the first part of this caution, now there's 2 to look at. So the 747 car of Tyson Banks doesn't quite clear the 15 on the straightaway. The 15 had nowhere to go, so that was caution number 1. Now I believe there's an incident with another car, if you just bear with me for a minute. In fact, I think those cars were just sort of the innocent parties in the car that was already spin. So, the 747 car, it will be ruled at fault for that one. And then I will take away the laps. So I'll put it to 1 to green, but then you can just add the laps back there. Okay, so bear with me and bring that back up. So that's that one, the 747 car. Now I've got to be careful here. He can move to the end of the line. I will wait till they get on the front straight away. So now we should be 1 to green, and we are. Right, so you can see we are doing double duty. We have got race control duty and also we have got broadcaster duty. We have got 2 different screens that we can look at. Alright, come back to the green flag off turn number 4. And we're back underway. Main event time, round number 4. The Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. Here at the Cedar Lake Speedway, this track was in fact not even on the initial schedule. It was in fact meant to be Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, but they decided to opt against it. And probably a good call after what I seen a couple of weeks ago, World of Thunder competition at Kern. Cedar Lake put on a good show last night. Taylor into the wall. That's Matt Taylor in the 15 machine. Watching Riverberg still roll around the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, there is about to be a challenge for the race lead. Where do you want to look? Well, number of battles happening here for first and second, but also third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh position. I don't know where to look at this stage. I'll tell you what I am going to do. We're going to bring up both. Have a look at this, what is about to come, folks. You should enjoy this one. Ready? Bang! Just like that. 2 different battles. Top left is the battle for the race lead. Bottom right is the battle for about 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th position. You're watching Grandy on screen there in that one. Just in front of them, Murray, 3 wide with Price and River Burke. What a race you've got as now we go back to the one screen watching. Murray and Burke nearly come together there on the front straightaway. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Oh, it started here with the 51 car of Tyler Radabo. Oh, okay. Skylar Pruitt, how you doing? No, in fact, actually let me just put the laps there. Skylar Pruitt in the 96 car. All right. Alright, so it's going to get put on the 96. I'll wait to do that. We're going to do that. Alright, so after review of the caution, the 96 car of Skylar Pruitt gets into the back of the 51 car of Tyler Radabo. So the 96 car of Skylar Pruitt will be ruled at fault for that one. Move to the end of the line. Take the laps away, which is going to be number 4. Alright, there we go. So, there we go. Just doing a number of different things. So the lights are out. Pace car is going to take a fast approach down the front straightaway. And 18 to go. So 12 laps in the books. Just 3 cautions so far. And the green flag flies for Jacob Lassiter, who picked up the win in the opening round of this series. Followed by the next week, it was the 37 car, Brandon Marlowe. Dylan Murray trying to put his name into the history books here with the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. So again, they put another lap into the books. Marlowe again coming up the Lassiter. Marlowe through the middle, little nudge from behind there from Dylan Murray. Here comes River Burke alongside Landon Price as they go wheel to wheel down into 3 and 4. Price moves up the racetrack. Price nearly moves up to position number 3. Oh, look out, Joseph Grandy. Joseph Grandy was involved in this one. So it was Sanderson in the 14 car that got into the back of Joseph Grandy. Ooh, hang on. I think he might have had enough time here. Keeping an eye on that, on the speed here. Let's add some laps because this is gonna, again, this is gonna take a bit to dissect. You know, the speed didn't drop until he hit him. All right. All right. After review of that caution, the 14 car gets into the back of the 518 car. The 518 car does go around, so that'll in fact go on the 14 car. However, there was a little bit of contact before that. However, I do believe that the 14 car had more than enough time to get on the brakes. The only time it slowed down was when he got into the back of him. So, unfortunately, Cody Sanderson will be charged. He will be charged at fault for that one. All right, so let's bring that back. Let's go back to the 14 car. And he's going to go to the end of the line. Okay, so that's that. What is my button on here? Alright, so they will go 2 to green right now. Let's bring that back up, and there we go. Again, we're just giving you a little bit of a different side here on Ultimate Dirt TV. From race control to broadcaster, all in the one. So, see Ty Dickinson out of the race. Yeah, that's unlucky, Ty. It's a real shame. I did notice that your car was sort of stuck there in your little pit bay. Halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go. Weeks 1 and 2 winner Jacob Lassiter and Brandon Marlowe. Bring us back to turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Murray, Landon Price. Keep an eye on Price. River Burke sitting in position number 5. How about the man that won the B main of Jonathan Wiley? He finds himself back there in position number 5, or no, 6 it is. In fact, getting the win in the B main was Jonathan Wiley, so he started position number 12. He's up to position number 6. So as they work down the front straight away, Landon Price has found his way into a podium position. And I got to say, he looks pretty good right there as he works down the back straightaway, gets to the outside of Brandon Marlowe. Marlowe just rolling down to the bottom side through turn number 3 and 4, but to the outside goes Price, but Price not going to have it just yet to still Brandon Marlowe by what was 14 one-thousandths of a second. Marlowe and Price Again, working top and bottom. Price has got it comfortably now. Price. Now he's got his eyes on the race leader with 11 laps left to run. He's got more than enough time to get to the back of your race leader. Blaine Brick in car number 27. Not his fault. All right, so the 96 car. Okay. Let's bring this back up. Let's bring that back up. All right, after review of the caution, the 96 car of Daniel Brady goes to slide the 51 car of Tyler Radabo. Does not clear him. And they come together in turns 1 and 2. So the 96 car will be charged with that penalty. Okay, so let's go to the 96 car of Brady. Where is he? Daniel Brady. There he is. So he will go to the end of the line. Go back up front. Bring that back up there. 10 to run. And look at that, just in time. Probably should add pace lap 5. I'll do that in a second. Back underway, A main time. It's going to be Brandon Marlowe still leading the way. Price is new race leader. Problems here in the back once again. So we got problems here with Tyler Radabo in car number 51. So this in fact all started in turns 1 and 2 where a couple of cars come together. Oh, okay. So we are going to add quite a few laps here because so looking at a replay on my end, Jonathan Wiley sort of comes down the racetrack, but 73 car stays there, so that's going to be okay. So they both kept it going and then they both got loose. Unfortunately, the 51 car was stuck into the wall. Alright, so this is okay. Bear with me, folks. We're going to make a decision here.
My bad.
Alright, so looking at that replay, there was two cars that come together in turns 1 and 2. They kept it going. It then turned into 3 wide. The two cars that initially got together in 1 and 2 just got together on the exit of turn number 2, which shot the middle car up the racetrack into the 51 car, which again was just minding his own business, and then the right front tyre had broke, which therefore car wouldn't turn. So that one we're just going to rule as a racing deal, and you guys are going to line up where iRacing tells you to. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go to, what do they have it as? Alright, so now they're going to sit on 2 to green. And that'll give the drivers more than enough time to do this one. And hey, look at this, Landon Price. Out in front in car number 27. He leads Lassiter and Marlowe. And remember, Lassiter and Marlowe both picked up victories in weeks 1 and 2 at Eldora and Lernerville. Jonathan Wiley picked up the win last week at Port Royal, and he's going to restart in position number 6. Now, that were the two cars in question that I was looking at. One sort of just straightened up the entry, the other one came down. I did rule that one as a racing incident. Unfortunately for Tyler Radabo, he was just sort of the innocent party, innocent victim in that one. 7 to run, we go back racing here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Landon Price again looks good here on this restart, but Jacob Lassiter fights back on the inside, battle for the race lead. They make contact. Price still leads. Burke along with Wiley battle it out for positions number 5 and 6. Wiley has to check up just a little bit to stop from getting into the back of the 3 car of Dylan Murray. Meanwhile, top 3 again, keep an eye on it as they work down the front straight away. 5 laps left to run. Your top 3 all run nose to tail. Banks is coming back. Remember, Banks got sent to the end of the line at the earlier parts of this feature event. Meanwhile, challenges on for the race lead. Jacob Lassiter, Landon Price, who had it 32 1,000 of a second, was Landon Price. Lassiter back to the inside, coming to 3 to run. Oh my, it is on. Price. Can he pay the ultimate price in getting the victory, or will he pay the price of finding himself just 1 or 2 spots shy of a main event victory? 2 to run for Landon Price. Can he get the job done? Price, Lassiter, Marlowe, 1, 2 and 3, nose to tail down the back straight away. We'll come to the white flag off turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Yes, we get to the white flag, so we're going to race it out right to the very end. One final lap, the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch into 3 and 4. Round number 4 from Cedar Lake Speedway. And just like the sprint cars, we're going to go 4 for 4 when it comes to feature race winners. Landon Price picks up a victory. What a win, and a very cool, calm and collected drive. And the 27 car, before we take a look at the results, it is going to park up on victory lane, and rightfully so. How about that one? Landon Price goes to victory lane. We'll take a look at your full field rundown here in just a few moments' time. There it is. Landon Price gets the win over Jacob Lassiter in second. Brandon Marlowe third. Dylan Murray fourth. Joseph Grandy rounds out your top 5. River Burkholm in 6th, Tyson Banks in 7th, Jonathan Wiley in 8th, Matt Taylor in 9th, Nicholas Shell makes up your top 10. I'm pretty sure Nicholas Shell is tonight's hard charger. We'll get confirmation on that one in just a few moments' time. He is plus 11 spots, so well done to Nicholas Shell. 11th is going to go to Grant Vickery, Terrell Wheeler in 12th, Cody Sanderson 13th, Josh Whiteman 14th, Cameron King rounds out your top 15, Daniel Brady in 16th, Tyler Radabo, Matthew Crokey, Blaine Brink and Skylar Pruitt, your top 20 drivers. 21st, we'll go to Trace Olson. He is 16 laps down, and Ty Dickinson home in position number 22. Well, what a way to wrap up the week here on Ultimate Dirt TV and with the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. We'll chat to your hard charger here tonight, driving car number 58. It's Nicholas Shell. Nick, congratulations. Tell you what, hey, you start at position number 21. You drive all the way yourself up to a top 10. You must be thrilled about this result here.
Oh, yeah, because I don't really run these that much. I have actually had a teammate that didn't want to run it alone, so he paid for me to come in, and I'm giving it a good shot.
Man, this racetrack got very slick even at the start of that feature race. It was pretty slick. How was it out there on the racetrack? How were you able to move your way through this field to become tonight's hard charger?
Well, the top was there early, but if you could roll the middle, and actually I started catfishing the bottom because everybody was getting into each other, so I was staying out of trouble and following my teammate Grandy up through. So I told him, lead the way, and I'll follow.
Nicholas, well done on tonight's hard. Well done on a 10th place finish here in tonight's main event. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 58 car.
All right, I got to thank Team Inferno for sticking with me and teaching me, the first team that ever brought me in, so I got to give them all the thanks. And Cameron King for setting me up, Grandy for all his pointers, and you guys for the broadcast, and Terrell for putting on this awesome league.
Nick, well done on 10th place. Well done on hard charge. We'll see you back next week, mate. Well done.
Yes, sir.
Nicholas Shell, tonight's hard charger, will chat to third place first. Driving car number 31, it's Brandon Marlowe. Brandon, third place finish here tonight. Boy, that 37 car had a whole lot of speed here tonight, but not enough to get the job done. But you look at the overall, the big scheme of things, a good points night for you in the 37 car.
Yeah, it was definitely a good points night. Anytime you can put it on the podium and get an interview at the end of the night, it's a good night.
This racetrack got very tricky there at the end, and then of course, those final few laps, it was all about just waiting for the other drivers to make those mistakes and capitalise. Unfortunately, that didn't come, but I mean, 30 laps completed. Are you happy with with how you finished up, and could you have done anything differently here tonight to maybe be one or two steps higher up on this podium?
The only thing, I was hoping for a longer green flag run there, try to get stretched out a little bit and not have to deal with the restarts as much, because that's where it gets real tricky. People start throwing sliders and that type of thing. That's where they can really make or break you. The restart's good. So it might have been a little different if we could have got a longer green flag run, but I think that would have, been the only difference.
Brendan, well done on third place finish here tonight at Cedar Lake Speedway. We look forward to seeing you back next week for round number 5 at Lincoln. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 37 car.
Just shout out to all the Hot Lap Hero guys, all the teammates over there for just helping build the setups, host races, practice. Shout out to Jacob there on his second place run. Led majority of the race. It slipped away there at the end, so that kind of sucks, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Shout out to all the guys with the Down and Dirty Outlaw League for putting this on, and you with the broadcast, always doing an awesome job.
Brandon, well done on third place. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week at Lincoln.
Thank you.
Brandon Marlowe, third place finisher here tonight. He picked up the win in week number 2 at Lernerville Speedway. Speaking of picking up a win, he picked up the win at the Eldora Speedway in the opening round of the season. However, he comes home with the second place finish here tonight. He started on pole and comes away with a second spot. It's Jacob Lassiter in car number 51. Jacob, congratulations. Well, probably one that got away from you there in the end, but boy, I tell you what, you certainly made that exciting all the way right to the very end.
Yeah, it's hard to win these things, man. We just made one little mistake on a restart and let Landon get there by us, and then we were in a slider battle after that and just trying to hold on, but definitely didn't need any cautions, man. I felt really good the longer we could run, and seemed like we were gapping them, and but like I said, man, it's a big factor when the cautions come out and it bunches everybody up, and you got guys that like Landon that's kept his car clean and ready to go for a restart, and I was sleeping a little bit, so.
Hey, you've already had one win this season. Again, so far in 4 weeks, we've had 4 different winners. Same to what we've had in the 360 Sprint Cars on a Wednesday night. How tough is the competition, week in and week out here to get the job done and come away with a victory?
It's a lot of good guys in here, man. It really is. It's a very competitive group, and I'd even think that some of the stuff that happens on track is just a product of hard racing. I don't think anybody does anything dirty in here. I mean, it's just hard racing, and like I said, man, it's hard to win these things. To get one early on was good, and now we're trying to just plug away and try to get back in the points and figure out how this drop deal is going to work and kind of see how it shakes down. But yeah, I mean, it's the setup plays a factor, and competition, track position, a lot of things play a factor, but it's a good league, man, and we're enjoying it.
Jacob, well done on second place finish here tonight. You were 6 coming into round number 4. We look forward to seeing what you can do in the back half of the season next week. We'll travel to another Pennsylvania track, which is going to be Lincoln Speedway. So that's going to be it's going to be tough to get around there, but no doubt you'll have this 51 car hooked up, ready to go. But Jacob, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 51 car once again.
I just got to give a shout out to Team Hot Lap Heroes, Brandon in the race. He had a good run, podium finish, and so good team run. And got to give a shout out to 789 Designs with the wrap on the car. You for doing the broadcast. Really enjoy watching the replays, Brett. Got to thank Terrell for putting the league on for us, giving us a place to run. And always I got to thank the wife for taking care of the little one.
Jacob, well done on second place. We look forward to seeing you back next week, mate. Well done.
Appreciate you.
Jacob Lassiter home in second spot. Again, like I said, he picked up the opening week win from the Eldora Speedway here in what was now 4 weeks ago And speaking of 4 weeks, it is week number 4 here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. It is the 4th different winner, driving car number 27, Landon Price. Landon, 4 weeks into the season, you finally get the first victory here in this season, and you make it 4 different winners to open up this series. Boy, what a race here tonight. This 27 car had a whole lot of speed. Are you happy with, I guess you would be happy, but are you happy overall with how this sort of finished up?
Oh, absolutely, man. It really sucked for the amount of cautions that we had tonight, which it's part of it, man. You get on a track like this, that slick, it's just a product of the racing from here, especially when the top is so dominant and so fast, and you get a big group of cars running that. It's just hard not to have that many accidents going on. But, and a big thing about tonight was just trying to keep your nose clean and stay out of other people's stuff and just run your own race.
Top 5 car all night. You qualified 5th fastest, which puts you in heat race number 2 from position number 3. You ended up coming away with a second place run, which puts you on the starting grid from position number 5. And it took you a little bit to get to the front. What was going through your mind to keep cool, keep calm under pressure to get through the field and come away with a victory here tonight?
Man, with this class of drivers that we have going on in this league right now, the biggest thing for me was just to, get out there and run my own race, not worry about what anybody else is doing, just kind of keep my nose clean. And like I said, just once again, just staying out of trouble, and it gives you the ability to be there at the end. Cautions really did save me. I think if this thing went green, I think Jacob and Brandon would have been gone from us. So.
Man, what was going through your mind on those final 3 laps when you had Brandon behind you had Jacob behind you? They were both putting the pressure to you. Talk us through those final 3 laps when you're able to sort of come away with a victory here tonight.
Man, like my teammates over here at SDR Racing, they just kept telling me, stay smooth, run your line, make them pass you. You know what I mean? You're leading the race, so there's no reason for you to try not to mess up and let them get around you. Make them work for it. And if somebody's going to outrun us, we're going to make sure that they had to work for it for sure.
Landon, well done on the victory here tonight in round number 4 of the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. Before we let you go, Landon, one final time, we'll let you think of it involved on this 27 car.
Absolutely. I'd like to give a big thank you to Jonathan and Cody at SDR Racing. We turned a ton of laps through the week getting ready for this, and Cody again with the Sandman speed. Him and Jonathan's got a good thing going with this setup shop deal they're running here, and every week we're finding speed. Every week one of us is fast. It never fails. Something happens to Cody and he ends up in someone else's mess, but that's just the deck of cards that you draw sometime. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys as well. It's awesome you put this on and let everybody watch this, and I'd like to thank my wife for putting up with these kids long enough for me to do this.
Landon, congratulations on the victory. Look forward to seeing you back next week at Lincoln Speedway.
Thank you, sir.
Landon Price, your winner here tonight from the Cedar Lake Speedway. Of course, that will wrap up what is round number 4 of the Down and Dirty Outlaw Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch here tonight from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. That makes it 4 weeks, 4 different winners, exactly to what we've seen on a Wednesday night with the 360 Wing Sprint Cars. We've had 4 weeks in that one, and we have had 4 different winners. We look forward to seeing what the back half of this season will do. Round number 5 comes to you next week from Lincoln Speedway. Round number 6 the week after at Charlotte, the dirt track at Charlotte. Then we'll go to the penultimate round of the season, round number 7 at the Lucas Oil Raceway, and then to cap off the season at the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. But for now, until next time, until Sunday night, back with World of Thunder Esports competition, back for the Down and Dirty Outlaws next Wednesday night with 360 sprint cars from 9 o'clock Eastern, and the same time on the Thursday evening with the Pro Late Models presented by Speed Ranch. You have a very good weekend. Until, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night. We'll see you next time.